And the game tightens, you want to make something happen. You want to make magic. Where does that come from?
Where I used to play, in my neighborhood. There were like walls where people would sit, and I think there was no better feeling than getting the people who were sitting there to stand up, to laugh at the opponents. I think it's the best feeling in the world, and something that reminds me of that a lot is when I'm playing on the field and the fans get up and are surprised by a play I've made.
I get the feeling you don't mind being a star.
No, honestly, I don't. In fact, I like it.
I like that. He's a calm, cool, chill guy, Nico. He gives good answers, but he seems just very relaxed when speaking with the media.
He is. He's nonchalant, but he's cheeky at the same time. He likes the spotlight. It's very clear that he likes the spotlight, or else when he celebrates goal, he wouldn't be putting the crown on his own head. Mm-hmm. He's a 18-year-old that is all about taking the throne of world football. And sometimes you have to have some arrogance, but you also need to be well protected with your surrounding circles. There's been times where his father hasn't made the best of that. And for example, he cited his mother as that kind of guiding light in this 60 Minutes interview. So I'm intrigued to see where his career takes him, because this is just the very beginning of a long, long tenure at the elite of world football.
We hope so.
That can possibly, if it's done the right way, because it's not easy to do, he can be an all-timer.
Yeah, when I look at Lamine Yamal, I think for him, unfortunately, because of the comparisons, because the number that's on his back, because the club that he plays for, there's a fine line that he walks, right? There's two previous teenagers who were global icons around his age, Lionel Messi or Neymar. And I think that's where we're hanging on pins and needles to see which path is he going to walk. Coming into the season, it was leaning more the Neymar path of the parties, enjoying yourself off the field. He's his own person. 18 years old, he's legally an adult, right? But I agree with you about the influences off the pitch are really going to define his season and define his career. And one of the players that was so significant to him last season, and I can't understate this enough, the influence of Inigo Martinez. They have such a close relationship. And I want to see who that new mentor, that new presence in that locker room for Barcelona is going to be this season. Is it going to be Rafinha? Is it going to be Robert Lewandowski? I mean, he's such a global talent, right? So refreshing to see a player do what he can do, but he really needs that guidance.
Watching that interview, I thought he seems to wear his fame lightly. He doesn't take himself too seriously, but he takes his profession, his craft, he takes that very seriously. And I thought it was, because you're worrying, when you're as old as the hills like me, we've seen this film before with super talents, because it goes to their head and they go off the rails. That's always my first worry, probably me speaking because I'm a parent as well.
Right.
And I would be really encouraged. Well, I was really encouraged. I'd love him to flourish. I'd love him to be a superstar for the next decade or more. There was none of the signs that he's going to fall into those traps. He was just, yeah, okay, I know where I am, I know what I'm dealing with, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm still having fun, and I still think back to, when I used to play in the cage with my childhood mates as well. He still relates to that as well. So, yeah, he didn't necessarily give of himself hugely, but at the same time, I think it kind of spoke volumes without saying a lot.
And I think it's very difficult to handle, especially nowadays, because the comparisons will always be to Messi.
Yeah.
And by the way, Messi had eternal comparisons to Maradona up until the day that he won the World Cup, by the way. So it is managing that throughout your entire career, and it's managing the fame. But the part about the modernity of it all, it's in your face constantly. It's this congratulatory world that we live in for these superstars on social media, on TikTok.
Idolization 24/7. Who says to him, if ever he is, you're a jerk? Or who says to him, no, you're out of line, don't do that? Now, he did say that I think he said his mum would tell him. Now, I'm not saying he does behave wrongly, But that again,
I think it's really difficult.
Nico, it's hard enough in this day and age being an 18-year-old kid with the advent of social media. Being an 18-year-old kid on the world stage with the world and his wife and their dog looking at you 24/7 and analysing everything you do.
Oh,
how many?
I'd be the biggest jerk of them all if I was 18 years old and I had the money that Lamine Yamal.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't make it.
Did you say 18 or 28?
8 or 8. If I was this kid's age,
18 or 28?
What would you be doing? What would you be doing?
You go back, how old am I? Like 12 years back to this kid's age, and I had the money and fame he had, it'd be very difficult for me. Like, that's why we try to envision a future, and everybody jumps onto like, oh, he's the next GOAT, he's going to be the next GOAT. You compare him already to Messi. These are the first stepping stones, and hopefully I want to see, I think we all want to see,
of course we do,
the next global like superstar. Oh, and when I say all time, I'm talking about like multiple Ballon d'Or winner. We said that about Neymar. Man, the way that Neymar talk about Libertadores, when he came out of South America, you said, whoa.
Yeah.
This kid's got
again
serious talent, serious potential. It is easier said than done. The discipline that it takes to be able, from a social, from a physical, from an athletic, from all of these components need to come together seamlessly for decades.
I would absolutely also on that, I would give flowers to his mum, because she has done a tremendous job raising a well-rounded, grounded, sensible young man who seemingly can deal with the trappings of being a global superstar. So, chapeau.
She's the real MVP.
She is. She keeps him grounded, and his little brother, you always see his little brother out there celebrating. It's funny because his teammates have the kids, and then he's celebrating with his younger brother. I feel like that keeps him a bit grounded as
Good luck to
well.
him.
Yep. But Barcelona, they do take on Atletico Madrid tomorrow, so that's a huge matchup that we've got.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.